I was stood back there feeling so chilled out that I forgot we were actually playing. What amazing music.
She's been yawning like there's no tomorrow. Of course she does this when we're travelling in the car.
I do.
You do.
It's a good job I'm not driving. We're going to play you a mix of songs actually. We're going to play you some songs from our first album called Quirk of Fate. And we're also going to give you really a preview really of some songs from the second album, which is Pure Intention. It isn't out, it's not available yet, but we will have a single available from that album on the 21st of July. But first off, we're going to play you a song which some of you may know. It's really about the grapple you sometimes have between your heart and your head. This is called Honestly.
And perform with other musicians, that when it's in your heart, like it is in these guys, is actually something incredible. It really is. I mean, we absolutely love it. My family keep poking me because they say to me, because I feel guilty, how can I get so much pleasure like this? It's just crazy. I love it. I love you too. That's a start, isn't it, eh?
This next song is, we ask people to listen with their hearts rather than their ears. And this next song is really, it's about that one person that you never forget in your life, you know, whether that's a friend or a lover or an ex. And people come along in our lives and they really touch us to the centre of our core. And this is what this song's about. For me, the person really did leave their mark, and he's an incredible man. And we didn't finish our journey together. We finishing our journey together as friends. And this is called Fingerprints on Me.
Oh, that creeping bass. That's that bass player. That's that bass, the man with the double bass. I still love that guy. We want to kidnap him, don't we?
We do.
We do, yeah.
I think we might gag him and kidnap him by the end of the night. Nobody will notice. Okay. This is Fingerprints on Me. Your fingerprints on me. Remembering amazing time, all the place long ago. So why do we try to forget, even though we know? I know that things aren't always meant to be, but how bittersweet is missed opportunity. Traveled far, had other lovers on the way, but I know you've left your fingerprints on me.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm one of those musicians that don't drink whiskey. I do when I'm at home. I do. But we started off drinking coffee, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the new rock and roll. We sort of park in like lay-bys and we have Rivitas and cream. No, what do you do? You go on YouTube and look at some of those little videos, you know.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting.
It's all good fun. It's all good fun.
It is.
That is because we ate too much fast food. You know, we were like doing it every single night. I mean, for a week we travelled about 700 miles in 1 week, and we decided to stop off at certain fast food restaurants, but I'm not going to say which ones. We're not sponsored by them. And we decided to pull it back a bit. So Rivitas was the way to go. Right there, Fanny.
Oh, well, yes, I'm alright. She always checks up to see if I'm alright. She sometimes checks my pulse, you know. I mean...
No, I know that's still going. Okay, this is a preview of one of our next songs, our songs from our next album actually, and I was inspired. Really, it's a bit of a sad story that happened to somebody very close to me, and it was my niece actually that sadly she ended up getting beaten up for no reason, and it was pretty horrendous. Luckily she didn't have to have any surgery to get her face put back in the right place, thank God. But it made me think about being a father, how my brother-in-law felt about Alex in that moment, and also how hard it is to be a parent, to get that balancing act right between advisory and not trying to be too constrictive with your children. And this was born really. It's a song called Baby Girl, but whether you have a son or a daughter, you probably will be able to relate, I'm sure.
No, I'll tell you, this is so true. And I've got 2 children. One who was actually 15 yesterday, an amazing guy who's self-educated. In fact, I have to, as he's like my consultant, he's absolutely incredible. You know, when somebody is self-educated, it's amazing how they think out of the box. To the simplest things, you know, it's absolutely amazing. Isn't it? But my other son, who's 30, I can honestly tell you, when he was 17, and I wouldn't tell this story if he was here, that it's not just about girls, that's for sure, it is about sons as well, because for the first time he was ill. He was going to the doctor, and I was giving him a lift up to the surgery. He said, "Dad, just drop me off and I'll walk back." He's 17. I drove up to the surgery, I dropped him off, and he went in, and I drove off, and then I parked the car down the road, and I ran back, and I peeked in through the window just to make sure he was in there all right. And I actually waited till he came out and ran back to the car and drove in and said, just got back in time to pick you up. So I'll tell you, once a father, always a father. I don't care if he's 60, he's still my baby. That's a fact.
Yeah. This is Baby Girl.
It is.
To be careful, you're my baby girl, you're precious to me. You want adventure, the world at your feet. Try to be careful, you're precious to me. You don't know what's waiting, I've seen it all. Trust in me, my baby. Try to be careful, life isn't a game. You want adventure, the world at your feet. Try to be careful, you're precious to me. You don't know what's waiting, I've seen it all. Trust in me, my baby. Before you fall, before you fall.
They ask us, you know, is it when you've only written a song that's about 3 weeks old, you know, which that one is, are you nervous? No, bloody terrified. That's the truth, terrified.
Yes. It's amazing because, you know, when you're stood here, there's all sorts going on in our head. Trying to remember the words, thinking, hang on a minute, do I have to make some up in a minute? No, they just come to me. That's what's happening here.
What words?
Right there.
What words?
Hopefully that's not being portrayed.
Well, I don't mind if it is, because you can help me then.
Yeah.
See?
You can.
It's what love is all about.
There's a lot of love in the room. We can feel it.
I know it's having an incredible effect on my sixth string.
It really is.
It really is, yeah.
It talks about being part of, you know, you have to tune your strings over a long period of time to become part of the musician's union.
Oh, this is true. We saw this guy and he said, yeah, I spend at least 10-15 minutes of a set tuning my guitar because if you don't do that, you won't get in the musician's union. So...
Bernie, you're in. You are so in. And then some. Is it tuned now?
I'm going. Oh, I am. No, we're musically married. I'll tell you what, I would stand by this girl no matter what. You know, when she first came into my life about 5 years ago, I was teaching guitar, she came for lessons. I stood there and I thought, what the hell is she talking about? She don't need lessons. She was already writing songs, singing from her heart in the same way that I did. And that was when we had our first tiff, actually. We had a pretty nasty one. I said, I can't charge you, you belong to the same tribe. She said, if I can't pay, I'm not coming. So, Christ, that was like 2 trains meeting.
And it's continued since.
It has. I'll tell you, I ain't kidding. If you take a ride in the back of our car, I mean, especially when you drop me off or I drop you off, we'd be known to stamp our feet and have tantrums.
One more than the other.
Yeah. Hey, what?
It's intense. But, you know, when you write music together, it's intense.
It is. Well, you got to be honest. That's the truth. You know, I mean, honest, whatever. It's a song actually I wrote for my first wife, Ali, and he was actually here. It's been the inspiration of many of my songs, so I do feel blessed. You know, just lately, because of what this song means to me, it has had a certain effect on me where all the molecules start to bloody vibrate and I can't get through the song. If that happens, you'll just have to forgive me. Maybe by now it'll make me feel better, that'd be cool. Or whatever, but I should do my best. This is called If You Fall. It's for all you people out there that, you know, are scared. I'm too scared. Knowing that the people that love you will catch you if you fall. For you, Holly. I know you feel afraid, but I promise you it'll be okay. Stepping deeper than you can wade, and I promise you it'll be okay. Okay. Frightened to let go of being lost when you feel low. It seems so dark when you fall, when there's nothing really there at all. Everyone that loves you will catch you if you fall. Everyone that loves you catch you if you fall. If you fall. I know it ain't the same, but I'm still your friend anyway. You know, I know your pain ain't gonna let you suffer it again. I promise you it'll be okay. 'Cause everyone that loves you will catch you if you fall. Everyone that loves you will catch you if you fall. depending on what kind of set we do. If you came in, if we were playing for 2 hours and you came in, you went out, you came in, it has a certain flavour, but you could easily think we're very depressed. We're not depressed, we get all that out in the songs. We're happy people! Are we?
Yes!
Oh, thank God for that. I thought for a minute you were going to say no. Oh, God.
We're happy.
I couldn't cope with that again, I really couldn't.
Though, you know, our songs, they do have, you know, a very serious message, most of them. And this next one really is no exception. I used to work with really vulnerable people, and during that time I met some incredible people that were in really abusive relationships. And this song really is about the frustration I would feel in seeing the absolute beauty in these people when they didn't know their own worth, and they certainly couldn't see it for themselves. But you know, people do have to learn their own lessons, and you know, this is really about that frustration when you know someone's in a very abusive relationship that they feel they can't get out of, even though you know they certainly can. And it's really, from my perspective, on that. It's not about one person, it's about collective people who are worth so much more than that situation they're in. It's called Katie Kate.
seeing some of your faces, you know, it's really cool that you should come here tonight. I mean, we can't thank you enough. Can't thank Dave Franklin for putting this on. I mean, thanks to Brian Keane. I mean, there's some amazing people around Swindon that although things are closing down, absolutely. Although things are closing down real fast, yeah, there are people like Alan Holmes and Clive over there, and I'll tell you, and Brian Keane, you know, that are working their butt off to try and make things happen. And yay!
And you know, you're all here supporting live music. And my God, it's so important to do that. We thank you. I mean, there's a lot of people here, and that's awesome.
There is.
And
John and Els.
Thank you.
More sound engineers.
More sound engineers.
They're incredible people. You know, they put on gigs and they encourage people to come and play. They actually do Tree Fest, which is an amazing festival. Out near Tetbury, you know. But no, we watch things falling. It's like Rome. It wasn't burnt in a day. Is that right? No, I can't remember.
Now this next song, we do have a habit of going really fast on this next one.
Oh God!
And actually, what I was saying, I'm the one who starts the song, so it's usually me. Cool. I've never admitted that ever. I've always played Bernie. That's quite amazing.
We're getting counselling.
I'm changing.
Yeah, we're getting
wow.
Counselling. You come up to us afterwards. We do counselling.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother if I were you. If you want to stay sane.
You'll end up in a song. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, you probably will. This next song is about the ups and downs of life. That'll be Capo 5 then, Bernie. She'll be the Capo Queen.
Oh, she is the Capo Queen. I didn't use one of these instruments of torture.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful.
They're wonderful.
We love them. It's about the ups and downs of life, really. One day you could be riding high, and the next something happens. Sometimes it's just as well we don't know what's around the corner.
Like slowly bloody bass strings.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe we should change your strings. Get coated ones like mine.
Oh, crikey, we have this argument. She buys coated strings, I don't. Right. I like my strings. I've been using these, not these actual strings, you know, for about 44 bloody years. Because I've been using these for 40 years. We're in real trouble.
We are. This is Moments.
Please. at 12 Bar, and somebody did this video of us. And I'm trying to look like you do, you know, as a musician to the other musician, and everything inside my head is sending out messages. Come and slow down, please. Right, and I'm sending out these messages, and she's looking at me, she's smiling. And she's so beautiful, and I'm thinking, God, I love that woman. I so love that woman, but I wish she'd slow down. Right, and on that video, Clive, there's this one moment, I could never do that look again. There's one moment when it's like I'm the captain of the Titanic. Because the look on my face is like, oh shit. There ain't nothing I can do. I just gotta hang on.
I usually watch that video when to give myself a laugh sometimes. I'll just put it on. It's really funny. And when you notice it, oh my word. No, I'm having problems.
Yeah, the way we keep ourselves entertained is bloody amazing, isn't it? You think we're musicians, don't you? Oh no, we went straight for a bloody good laugh. We've tried all sorts of things, haven't we? We walked into this is not horrible lie. We were due to do a gig in Cheltenham, and Michaela had bronchitis coming. Now this woman is determined, right? But when you've got bronchitis coming, when you've got a job to speak, you really can't be going insane, can you? Right? Well, she's determined. You know, a text didn't work, she pulls up on the drive, she's dressed to the nines, she knocks on the door, we get in the car. I think, she's going to hate me. I say, we're not playing that gig tonight. We're not doing it. It's cancelled, done it, cancelled. What? Is it a bit on? No, it's lower, you see, lower. Yeah. And she said, so what are we going to do then? I said, you know, an amazing place, right in the middle of nowhere, that have incredible open mic nights. Well, we just take a trip over there. So we did, and we know it's somewhere near Painswick, we don't know where. It's like right in the middle, found it by bloody accident. That's after she got out the car, you know, I mean, she didn't stop the car, got ice and that. You know, sometimes she don't, she just jumps out and rolls over it. She's that kind of person. I tell you, I am with somebody amazing. I really am.
It's probably the longest I've been quiet for, actually, to be honest.
Hey, you know, I know I like telling stories, right? But go on YouTube and look at the little video we've done called The Silent Woman.
Don't.
Yeah, just look at it. No, we went to this pub, determined not to play, had our guitars with us because we couldn't leave them in the car park. And we ordered 2 coffees, as all good rock and roll musicians do. And the guy said, come on, play us a couple of songs. I said, we can't, she got bronchitis. Play us 2 songs and I'll buy you a drink. I was like, oh my God, you know, why do they even come out of the house tonight? But every now and again, and I'm sure that these people have got such amazing stories to tell, when you travel around and you put yourself in places that you're not used to finding yourself in, and that could be hitching a lift, it could be anything, but when you find yourself in those places, magic happens. It's why our first album is called Quirk of Fate. Ever since Michaela came into my life, things just happen. You know, there's a video of us where we're talking and I reach my hand out and when I bring it back I got a cup of tea. Now, I don't know how I got that cup of tea. Well, to this day I don't know. But this was one of those moments. In that pub, what happened was we agreed to play 2 songs. We played one and the pub was quiet. I thought, blimey, it's a bit spooky, you know. You see this in films, they take you off and chop you up and make you into pies. They do, I've seen the films, I'll tell you, black and white. But we played the second film, and then they thought it was some kind of marketing plan. They thought that we'd definitely come down from London and we had some plan to take over each Cotswold pub. I mean, the kind of interrogation we were going through was unbelievable. Come on, you guys, how long have you been together? Well, at that point in time, it'd only been about 14 months. You know, and they wouldn't believe it, you know. And when they knew we had an album, it was one of those golden moments, which I know you guys all really appreciate, when somebody says, have you got an album on you? Yeah. And we sold every album we had on us and every album we had in the car. And I think they still think we were planted in that village. You know, it's near Painswick. Try and find it. I can't remember the name of the pub.
Black Horse.
The Black Horse. There you go.
In Camberley.
You've got to get there.
Lily Allen's local.
Oh, we found out later on, yeah.
I know. We missed her apparently. So. Anyway, oh, that was a long story.
Hey, I'm a storyteller.
This isn't. Yeah, no. This is another preview actually of a new song. I know. I spend time in the car with him. This is called Guilty Pleasure. Now he tells me I bring the Spanish out in him. That's because I've got a Spanish friend who brings it out in me. That's how it works.
She's awesome. Awesome.
This is Guilty Pleasure.
Mine's chocolate.
I'm not telling you what mine is. We won't ask you either.
Where's this cheese? I ain't never been to Spain in my life, but I can feel it coming. I just know there's going to be a plane outside my door when I get home.
This is another new song, actually. We feel like we've been going through a bit of a change recently. We've been quite blessed with certain things that have happened to us, and that really inspired us to write this next song, which is going to be on the second album. It's called Change, and it is really about, when two people change, do they change together, or is it that they are going to be, going in different directions? Luckily, we're changing. As this evolves, as Ethemia becomes more known, we're changing together. That's good.
Musically married.
Yeah, this is called Change.
perhaps you've gone out.
Who am I trying to keep? Feeling cold here in my bed, feeling your touch on my head. Perhaps we can figure it out. You and I figure it out, and we can stay together or apart. Change. Are we going to change? Do we really want to change? Can we really change together or apart?
Well, we've come to that time, we've got our last song called Let It Rain. You know, might as well, eh? I mean, it's been bloody dry all winter. I haven't been able to get out on the allotments, do any pruning. It's bloody great. I've been indoors playing my guitar every bloody day. When Michaela said, you know, because honest, this woman would love a set of drums, she really would. But I'm not carrying them, you know. And she would have a go, that's the problem. She'd put her back out doing it. She would. But we got a box. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A box. a box. I still think it's a box. It's got a bit missing as well as a hole in it. But it's very handy. You can put sandwiches in it and stuff like that. No, I'm serious.
Apparently cats sleep in this and everything.
Yeah, these very kind people.
So if you hear a there's a cat.
Brian lent his car on your box, didn't you, Brian?
Yes.
It's very kind of you. We didn't want to wear it out, so it's good job we give it back when we did. Now we borrowed John and Elle's over there, and you will get it back shortly.
You will.
We're looking for sponsors. Anybody got any sponsors that sponsor boxes?
So this is our last song. Thank you for listening. We're Ethemia. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and it's /Ethemia, Ethemia. And we do have albums. They're £8. There's also some little freebies if you want to take any. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you
and
very
thank
much.
you, Dave, and all the other musicians. That's utterly brilliant.
Thank you.
What a fantastic night. Thank you all. Thank you.
just can't get you out of mind. It's more than I did to think about.